Welcome back to your most favorite place to be, Sincere Pursuit. From the earliest moments of civilization, the human mind has been a fertile ground for influence, manipulation, and control. The story of how people have been programmed and brainwashed is as old as humanity itself, woven into the very fabric of societal evolution. As we traverse the annals of history, we find a myriad of methods employed to shape beliefs, dictate behaviors, and mold the collective consciousness. In ancient civilizations, religion and mythology served as the primary instruments of programming. The priests and shamans, revered as intermediaries between the divine and the mortal, wielded immense power over the masses. Through rituals, stories, and symbols, they implanted the foundational beliefs that guided daily life. The fear of divine retribution or the promise of eternal reward was a powerful motivator, compelling individuals to conform to societal norms and expectations. The Egyptian pharaohs, for instance, were considered gods on earth, a status that ensured their decrees were followed without question. This divine right of kings was a concept that persisted for millennia, reinforcing hierarchical structures and subservience. As societies grew more complex, the role of language and education in programming became increasingly significant. The invention of writing in Mesopotamia and Egypt allowed for the codification of laws and religious texts, which standardized beliefs and behaviors across vast populations. The Code of Hammurabi, one of the earliest known sets of laws, dictated not only legal principles but also moral and ethical standards. Education systems, initially limited to the elite, were designed to perpetuate these standards, ensuring that the ruling class maintained control over the cultural narrative. The spread of empires further exemplified the systematic programming of societies. The Roman Empire, with its vast and diverse territories, relied heavily on propaganda to maintain cohesion. Public spectacles, like the gladiatorial games, served as both entertainment and a means of reinforcing Roman values of strength and honor. The Pax Romana, or Roman peace, was not merely a military achievement but a cultural one, where Roman customs, language, and law were imposed upon conquered peoples, gradually eroding indigenous identities. With the advent of the Middle Ages, the Catholic Church emerged as the dominant force in Europe, wielding unparalleled influence over the minds of the populace. The Church's monopoly on education and literacy meant that it controlled the dissemination of knowledge. The Bible, interpreted by the clergy, was the ultimate authority on all matters, spiritual and temporal. The use of Latin, a language inaccessible to the common people, ensured that religious teachings remained the exclusive domain of the educated elite. The Inquisition further exemplified the Church's commitment to maintaining ideological purity, rooting out heresy with ruthless efficiency. The Renaissance and Enlightenment periods marked a shift towards individualism and scientific inquiry, challenging long-held dogmas. Yet, even as reason and logic gained prominence, new forms of programming emerged. The printing press, a revolutionary technology, democratized access to information, but also became a tool for mass persuasion. Pamphlets, books, and newspapers spread not only knowledge but also propaganda, shaping public opinion on matters ranging from politics to religion. The Protestant Reformation, fueled by printed materials, demonstrated the power of media to incite widespread change. The Industrial Revolution brought about unprecedented societal transformations, with urbanization and mechanization altering the fabric of daily life. The rise of mass production extended beyond goods to include ideas and ideologies. Governments and corporations recognized the potential of emerging technologies, such as the telegraph and radio, to influence public perception on a grand scale. The development of advertising as a discipline showcased the psychological manipulation of desires and aspirations, conditioning consumers to equate happiness with material possessions. The 20th century witnessed the refinement of these techniques as totalitarian regimes harnessed the power of mass media to indoctrinate entire populations. Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union exemplified the use of propaganda to create a homogeneous society, where dissent was not tolerated and conformity was enforced. Films, posters, and rallies glorified the state and its leaders, while education systems inculcated loyalty and obedience from a young age. The concept of the big lie, a falsehood so colossal that it becomes accepted as truth, was a testament to the effectiveness of sustained propaganda. In democratic societies, the methods of programming became subtler, yet no less pervasive. The rise of television transformed the living room into a battleground for hearts and minds. Political campaigns, with their carefully crafted messages and charismatic candidates, became exercises in branding, where image often trumped substance. The Cold War era saw the proliferation of psychological warfare as governments sought to win the ideological battle through cultural influence and covert operations. As we entered the digital age, the internet revolutionized the landscape of influence, offering unprecedented connectivity and access to information. Social media platforms emerged as powerful tools for both empowerment and manipulation. Algorithms, designed to maximize engagement, created echo chambers that reinforced existing beliefs and biases. The phenomenon of fake news highlighted the ease with which misinformation could spread, shaping perceptions and sowing division. Today, the programming of the human mind is a multifaceted endeavor, involving not only traditional media, but also emerging technologies like artificial intelligence and virtual reality. The ethical implications of these advancements are profound, as they hold the potential to both liberate and control. The commodification of personal data raises questions about privacy and autonomy, as individuals unknowingly become subjects of experimentation and influence. In examining the history of programming and brainwashing, it becomes evident that the struggle for control over the human mind is an ongoing saga. Each era has brought new challenges and opportunities, as societies grapple with the balance between free will and influence. The resilience of the human spirit, however, remains a constant, as individuals continue to question, resist, and redefine the narratives imposed upon them. As we look to the future, the lessons of the past serve as a reminder of the power of critical thinking and the importance of safeguarding the integrity of our minds. The quest for truth, in all its complexity and nuance, is a journey that demands vigilance, courage, and an unwavering commitment to the principles of freedom and individuality. In this ever-evolving landscape, the greatest defense against programming is an informed and discerning populace, capable of navigating the currents of influence with wisdom and insight. Sincere Pursuit appreciates your viewership. Until next time. Peace.